He was like, you were in the gutter. You was in the dumps. Like,
I pulled you up.
I pulled you up. Why you keep repeating this? You was in the gutter. Like, bitch, like, what?
Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Love Island Games, Season 2, Episode 4. My name is Victoria, and I'm one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I'm an attorney and a pop culture writer. So let's talk about like some of the fallout from last episode and the Tyrique and KayKay kiss. And there was Chris. There was Andrina having issues with it. What were your thoughts? Because I was like, whatever. I was like, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a couple of things happening. Now, I do acknowledge the fact that Andrina went on that date. And then when she came back, she was immediately with Johnny. She was immediately competing. So I'm not sure within like downtime, recording time, how much time anybody really had to talk to Andriena specifically in terms of KayKay or Tyrique. Because I definitely was thinking like, Tyrique, now she going to go tell Chris, but you ain't want to tell Andrina.
Right.
Make it make sense.
Definitely bros. Well, let me not call her that.
Right. Bros of a hood. That's exactly what it was. I mean, not calling her a hoe specifically, but you know, that is the saying.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it until KayKay was like, I just didn't have time. Because I was thinking like, KayKay girl, why you didn't have time? Like, why you didn't have time? So I don't know if that had something to do with it at all. But I'm going to assume, err on the side of caution, that that's what it was. Now, KayKay, I'm like, girl, now why you ain't go and tell Chris?
I didn't even think about it, to be honest. Like, I was just like, don't we all know we all out here in the streets? Like, when you on that show, it just feels like I didn't think it was necessary for anybody to tell anybody anything personally. And I felt like all the reactions, Chris and her and Andrina's were overreacting. I was like, why? Like, what? Is this what, day 3? Like, stop it, people.
Yeah,
in my view.
In the real world, it makes no sense. But I think the rule of thumb in Love Island is if you go kiss somebody else while you're in a couple that you actually like, you kind of let them know. I feel like that's kind of consistently what has happened. Now, if that wasn't a thing, it would be like, okay, whatever. But they actually are feeling each other. And so maybe they could have told, you know, Tyrique told Andrina, KayKay told Chris, just out of like a, hey, just letting you know. I don't think it's like a, you can't kiss nobody type of thing in terms of the general rule of thumb, but it's just like a, out of respect, let me let you know that I'm exploring other people type of thing.
Yeah, I could see that. I just still feel like, you know, I'm not a Love Island watcher. Season 7 was my first season. So if that's how it goes, that's how it goes. I just was kind of like, okay. This seems like
the reactions though were still, especially Andrina's. Chris again, sassy man. He started off a little sassy, and then he cleared it up and was like, okay, no confusion. I was thinking in that moment, okay, she done kissed another man. She telling you she would have rather kissed you. She telling you she want a little bit more, and you still ain't kissing her. So don't be mad when she go face planting on anybody else. Like, you ain't giving her what she's asking. So just know that that is a potential consequence of these behaviors. When a woman tell you what she want, either you give it or you get gone, baby. Like, point blank, period. Like,
I was like, I don't know why you think you out here keeping a woman with some looks, like some stares. Like, I like staring at you. Like, stop it. That is not enough to hold what grown woman. Like,
right.
So
I
was like,
he definitely think he got it because of the height. I don't know, the athleticism.
He out here.
I don't know what it is.
He think he mesmerizing somebody with them looks. Like, he think he like what's the Jedi like. This is enough. I'm staring at you really hard. This isn't
right. And two, I'm like, Chris, you're handsome, but you ain't like fine. Like, we
yeah, no, it's interesting. I was noticing that he's not as built as I think Johnny coming into the house, because Johnny is giving. Like, I think he's a little arrogant. I'm not a huge fan of him. I will say that.
We'll
like,
get to him. Yes.
Yeah. But I think like looks wise, he's nice. His physique is nice, and he has a nice, attractive face. But yeah, Chris is decent. It's just something about the spirit of Chris is a little, like you say, it's a little, I don't know, sassy, I guess is the right word.
Yeah, I feel like it's sassy because it's like the way he started that conversation, it was like, I got a little attitude, I got a little bone to pick, and it's like you come off like this person that wants to be like direct, right? Like
Yeah.
that's kind of like what we saw in this like tug and pull that him and the Hood have.
Mm-hmm.
So I will give him that, but it's like you start off with these little, oh yeah, like I'm upset, like to make her inquire.
Yeah,
it's like
I can
just
see
say
that.
just say what it is. Just say
Yeah.
that I heard that you kissed homeboy in the bathroom when I was asleep.
Yeah.
You know?
And on top of that, to me, it's like with Chris, he don't have enough go out and get him in him. Because that was the
Yes.
issue with Shelly too. And I feel like right here with KayKay, she's saying, you know, I'm here, get me. And he's just not having enough like lying, you know, I'm out here, all right. I'm gonna conquer and get, you know, get you, girl. Like he don't have that in him. He just so laid back. And I feel like with a man like that is, I think I said it before when we were talking about Love Island and Huda, it's like you gonna get what falls in your lap if you're not out here going and pursuing and being like, no, you you're who I'm trying to get. I feel like Johnny is being clear with Andrina. Tyrique was, when he came in, being clear with Andrina. And so it's like Chris is too laid back. He's too laid back. And so he just gets whatever falls in his lap. And that's how he ended up with a hood ass. But
yeah, I was literally thinking, are you traumatized? Is this why you don't want to even get close? What is happening? Are you too fresh off the island to
I think it's
like
him though.
Even try?
I think that's how he came.
Yeah, it could just be him. It could just be him because now that Justine has walked through the door, it seemed like his eyes about to turn to Justine, which I'm all for that because again, they're both here for the games, and I would love to see Justine just take home the money. I mean, I would like a few of them to take home the money, but I wouldn't mind if Justine came in and was like, yeah, came in season 1 and 2. That would
nothing will happen between them. I feel like though, but for real, because Chris does not pursue. And she doesn't seem like she about to pursue him. So I just feel like at the end of the day, if anything happens, like she'll be clear with him about how she feels or something like that. But I can't see something for real happening with them outside of a game-winning relationship or whatever. So we'll see what happens with them, but, you know, probably just be a game relationship.
Yeah, so Andrina and Tyrique. Andrina, she definitely was overreacting. It was given a little bit double standards and a little bit worse on your side because somebody you have history with has came in. Like, she kept saying, it's different. Like, you know the situation. It's like, sis, that don't make it better. That makes it more likely that you're gonna go figure out where there might be some unfinished business with Johnny. Like, I am more at risk with somebody, you kissing somebody you have history with, than you kissing somebody new that you are getting to know, exploring specifically on this island like I am with KayKay. So I definitely felt like she was overreacting. It was definitely giving a little like prima donna, I get what I want, I get my way.
It was giving for me more in that line of she's putting on for the cameras. It felt like that's how it felt. It felt like she just like, oh, this is a moment to be able to have a TV moment where this is what the ladies do. They tell the guys off and they tell them like how bad they are. And so I have them this opportunity to have a moment like this. And so I'm going to take it. And it just seemed like she's saying things that sound good or sound like they could be good talking points about what happened, but it's like the spirit of it, it's like it's not there because girl, the situation is 1, too premature, 2, y'all, it's not exclusive, 3, you did the same thing, so you got, you know, a little the short end of the stick in this conversation, and you had to just be like, all right, bye. You know, it didn't happen the way you wanted it to happen because I think it was just kind of putting on personally.
Yeah, agreed. I definitely think she gave Tyrique a little bit more points there with the public for that one because, like, for all the reasons you just said. Yeah. It was too much.
On the Andrina side of it all, like with Johnny or whatever, one thing I did notice is like when they were having that conversation, and I think it was it Soul Size or the Speakeasy, whatever that room with all the bottles behind the wall is.
Speakeasy.
Yeah. It he was like, you were in the gutter. He kept saying, you was in the dumps. Like,
I pulled you up.
I pulled you up. I was like, first of all, like, why you like saying that so much? First of all, because why you keep repeating this? You was in the gutter. Like, bitch, like, what? Like it's giving, like, I didn't like that. I did not like that piece of it. I was like,
and when she responded with, or like their next conversation, not exactly sure, like, I feel like you can lead me. I'm like, yeah, I hope the gutter, like, because that's what he is saying.
But it's giving.
I literally
go ahead.
I said, I literally wrote down, like, if he said I come and picked you up in another way in this conversation, I want to throw my TV.
Right.
Like, please. Because
it's like, first of all, why you want to keep reminding her of her lowest? Secondly, it's your ego that it's like, this is about you. And so that's why you're not even thinking to not say it like that for her behalf. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like why, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like being like, oh, you was dead broke and I helped you. Like, it's just like, why would you keep reminding somebody of their what? I pulled you. It's about you. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like that at all. So little thing, I mean, not little things, but I feel like I'm gonna say little things get me, and they just turn the off switch, and I'd be like, there don't be an on switch after that. Like, for him, it's given like you have a savior complex, maybe. I don't know. So I didn't like that, but I don't know. Any other thoughts on that before we get into the challenge?
No, for real. I think, like, if it wasn't for that moment, I would have been more inclined to vote for them because they seem like they actually like each other.
Yeah.
But with that, I was like, child, I see why you are the villain. I see why nobody like you, for real, still. And yeah, it is what it is, because please don't ever come and tell me 1,010 times what you did for me, because did you do it for me or did you do it for you?
Right. Like, and like, look, anyway, who did you vote for, though? Speaking of the vote, because I actually didn't vote.
I voted for Solene.
You voted for who?
Solene and Mert. My vote was for Solene, but I voted for Solene and Mert.
That's hilarious. Okay, let's get into the challenge since we talk about them. Let's get to the challenge.
Yeah. So in round 1, we had KayKay and Chris, Garby and Kendall, Nicola and Isaiah, and then Andrea and Josh.
And KayKay and Chris were the winners of that round. Ultimately, they became the power couple because they had the fastest time. And then in the other round, there was Selena and Mert, and basically everybody else. Andrina and Johnny. Who else?
Justine and Josh.
And Tyrique and Lucinda.
Yeah. And the first couple that won was Justine and Josh, and then the second was Solene and Mert. I do want to talk about Solene and Mert. Okay. I felt like they were two people talking to brick walls. I was like, there is no communication. Like, at some point it was like, Mert, you can't keep trying to disrupt the other teams, because essentially, just like Chris, right? Like, you only need 2 tires. You just go back and forth with them 2 tires. Like, you're not doing much by trying to sabotage the other teams. When Solene started picking up the liquid off the floor and putting it in her hat, I was like, this girl is too through.
Yeah.
Too through.
She was funny for me. She was flipping and flopping all over that challenge. I was just like, but she was effective, kind of, you know? Like, she was just like, like a little fish, like, on the floor.
But I was like, her by herself, they won the second round because it was on her to get up and down that lane. It was not on Mert. Mert didn't have to do nothing but turn that wheel. And I was like, yeah, Mert is the one that needs to go.
Yeah, Mert. And he was like, he was, when at some point he looked at me, he said, what you did, girl? Look, what you did, girl? Whatever. I was like, this man he's too through with her. He's like, get me out of this couple.
Literally. And she was like, I can't move. And then he was like, oh, like the light bulb went off. Like, oh, let me start moving the tires.
Yeah.
I was like, bruh, if they are together, it will at least be good TV and comedy. But yeah, I do want to see Solene with somebody else.
Yeah, no, but I'm like, nobody seems like, oh, well, I guess Isaiah. And speaking of Isaiah, like him talking to Nicola and telling her like he was not really feeling it. I was like, oh, maybe her and Chris will end up together. Shoot, I don't know. But I promise you that if Chris start doing some pursuing with her ass, I'm gonna be like, so you can pursue. Right. I might be like,
I mean, it might not take much. Nicola, it seemed like from her confessional after that conversation, she was like, I just with somebody, would not see me as like a friendship couple. So she might be excited by that. I mean, she was excited to hear she was number 2.
Right, so right.
She might be like, oh my God, you like me?
I know. Like, she might circle back and be like, am I still number 2? Like, cause you're my number 1. But anywho, as far as the challenge though, like at the end, KayKay and Chris, because they were the power couple, had to pick somebody. What did you, or like of the 4 who were originally with the highest, basically won their round, they had to pick somebody to not be safe. And I was like, whoo, child.
I think they had the right strategy.
Yeah, that it's like
pick the person you think is gonna go home because you don't want to get targeted. I mean, that is how you do it, right? In these type of competitions. I love that there is this element in there with the power couple. It's like being HOH on
yeah.
And it makes it a strategic competition, which you also need. It can't just be like competition. Strongest couple's gonna win because they were able to beat everybody. It's like, no, like let's have some strategy. Let's have some alliances. And hopefully that gets that is in this game as well, where couples are start like, okay, like we got to protect each other because we at the top. Like you become the target if I'm not the target. So hopefully all that starts to come into this. But I really, 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 really love Love Island games. Like,
really,
they need to make this the show.
Really, that's interesting. I actually like the show better. I like the show better.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this in the same long-standing format of Love Island would eat.
Really?
I feel like it would eat. Yeah, it's more entertainment. Like, we're not just hearing conversations all day.
No, I can see that. Yeah, but I think they picked the right couple as well. Because I think Justine, at the end of the day, I think she would have been a fan favorite type of thing, Yeah. And then who was other Garby? Oh yeah, and then Garby already and Ken. Like, I think that they could. So I just didn't think that was a good thing to do those, because they kind of have like fan favorite, and Selena and Mert are kind of just like this odd couple, this odd pairing. But I do think Selena and Mert probably will stay, because I didn't know who I was going to vote for. I couldn't figure out who to vote for, so I didn't vote. So that's what I was like, bruh. I was about to vote for Andrina, but I was like, I don't care enough about, so I just didn't vote. And I was tired. I was like, I ain't got time. Y'all gotta put these votes in better times. Yeah. I'm like, bruh, I'm asleep. I'm going to bed. And I was like, I had deleted the app last season after they had tried to do whatever.
You had
my
too much work.
Like, deleted the app. Yeah. So I was like, I ain't voting. But when Selena was like, "Bah, we win. We win."
Yeah, I was with her. I was like, yeah, y'all did win. Y'all deserve to be up there. I thought I was with KayKay. Like, I thought they were going to be able to save somebody from the bottom. But having to take somebody out of the top, I felt like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on the challenge before we kind of get into like last thoughts on the episode? Any other thoughts on the challenge?
I will say the only time in this episode where I was like, Chris is not a sassy man, is when he picked KayKay up after they won. I said, okay, now we see the man coming through, baby, because the way he picked her up off that floor when she slid with like one hand.
Oh. I thought you meant after they won. Won.
Both,
okay,
really. Okay. But like, when she ended up slipping and he just like scooped her up. Like, damn, Chris.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Yeah. No, that's real. Real.
Yeah, I was thinking it really don't matter if he was a short girl, because he probably just pick you up anyways, and now y'all eye level.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no. He a little moody in my view. That's probably the best word.
Yeah, that is a good word. He is moody because he has them little sad edits.
Yeah, he's been much happier
for sure
than before. But maybe that's for certain reasons.
Right.
But anyway, It was
I
something.
will say on that note, nobody this season is given like overly toxic in that realm, and so I think that adds to the enjoyment of just watching pure fun, and like you're smiling while you're watching and you're enjoying this a little bit, because we not over here rolling our eyes and like what the fuck this bitch finna say next type vibes.
Yes.
Know? Yeah,
I totally agree. This is a very
I think that is why I am liking it.
Okay,
and it's probably I like it better than season 7, and not so much like all of Love
Island. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I do want to say to circle back to Andrina. I'm like, why is she still worrying about Tyrique? Like beyond just the conversation she had, it feels like she said to somebody, or even it was a preview, but she said, I like him. I'm like,
when they were in the dressing room. Yeah, she did say that.
Let it go.
Yeah.
I don't
Which
know.
was interesting to me, because I'm like, what was the extent of this hangout, hookup thing with Johnny that you still feel more pulled to Tyrique?
Yeah. I mean, it may be also this Johnny piece of how he is. Maybe he's an arrogant person, because he gives like something about him is in the arrogant, cocky family, and that savior complex just fits right underneath that,
Yeah.
So I don't know. But yeah, nice looking man though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is a nice looking man.
Anything? Garby has a V card still. How old is she?
Yeah.
I mean, not to shame or nothing like that, but
yeah. I forgot how old she is, but she said in her intro that she was a virgin.
She didn't miss that.
Yeah, she said it. She said it.
Because I was trying to wait when she was pausing, and she was like, I was like, what you about to say, girl? I know, I missed that in her intro. Interesting.
Yeah, Kendall, he did take it well. I know people who are virgins. I know a couple of people who are virgins. And it has severely, I think, impacted their ability to date, because usually when guys hear that, they're like, I don't want to do that, because it almost implies like a level of seriousness that you have to have when dating a person who is a virgin. And so I think like for some people, possibly when guys hear that, they're like, oh God, no, like this girl's looking for a ring. Like,
or like even it's just the person's looking for a serious like connection, and you need to be willing and able to step up to that sort of vibe. But yeah, I know people who are celibate, you know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of the same situation that they experience as well. So, it is what it is either way. Yeah. But
he took it well, but I was like, are you taking it well? Because
you're not interested. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, interesting for choice of a show in terms of like, not that people be like having sex on Love Island. I don't know, but it always seems like damn near and like this hideaway sweet, like, so it's interesting that she's on the show. The games fits, but like she comes from Love Island, right? Belgium.
Yeah, she comes from Love Island, but I mean, everybody on Love Island doesn't have sex, so I feel we saw like
Shelly
pretty
and
much
Alandria didn't, or it didn't seem like they did.
And Shelly went to the hideaway, so I don't think it necessarily implies that like you wouldn't be able to find someone in Love Island, but I just think it is a little barrier. So yeah, anything else on them? Okay. So Andrea and Josh, I didn't have much to say. I do have one thing, just one. They were having a conversation about manifesting, and she was like, she wrote in her journal every day, like, we love Island Games, we love Island Games. And for this to be a voting episode, I just thought that was hilarious, because I was like, girl, little do you know, the public is ready to vote you.
No, true.
They're ready to vote you off.
Yeah, and she keeps getting like the different guys who come in get with her. Yeah. But it's like, bruh, like, it's supposed to be a problem. Who the new guy that just came in? We didn't even talk about
Toby. Yeah, Toby. Side note, y'all please let me know in the comments. Toby and Justine dated, I believe, at some point. I know they met on Love Island Games season 1. And I don't know if they were coupled up during the process, because again, I didn't watch, and they actually liked each other, or if they dated a little bit outside of the villa. But I don't know if you noticed, like when Toby said who he knows, he didn't say Justine's name, and Justine like kind of had, well, the cameraman,
but he hugged her. Didn't he just come in and hug her first?
Did he?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he came in and hugged her.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Maybe
at some point, either when Ariana asked Toby, "Who do you know?" Either he didn't say Justine's name then, or when he was ready to couple up, he didn't choose Justine, but the camera panned over to Justine, like making a face. Where we all know when they pan over to faces, it's not always like the truth. But I was like, are they trying to imply that something happened between them? So it just it made me want to go look it up. But yeah, if you know, let me know in the comments, because I feel like I've seen pictures of them together.
Yeah, I thought he hugged her when he came in, and I thought the only reason I thought they panned to her was more so because she was the only person that was single at the time, and then also because she and him knew each other. But I figured the way I could have sworn he hugged her, and so because of that, I was like, and it was like, they're clear, they're friends, they know each other, and he said he was looking for love, and it's like, if he's not interested, if they're friends, then I was like, I didn't expect him to pick her, because I thought he hugged her. I don't know.
He said he was there for the games, and then
but then he said love.
I'm there for the love.
I mean love, but I thought,
yeah. But in his little intro package, he said he was here for the games.
Okay.
Yeah. And even speaking of that moment though, like when he did that, I was thinking, this is kind of like, it's not sex, but just like a comparison, right? Like, it is okay to tell a woman that you just want sex, because you never know, there might be a woman out there who just wants sex. So it's like, it's okay in this game to just say you just want the money, because there might be a partner or a person in here for you that also just wants the money. So just say that. Say that. You ain't gotta like, flipping
and sliding, hiding and shit.
Right. Leading people on. You already starting off deceitful.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, all right. Well, I don't really have anything else on this episode, do you?
No. We do have some poll results. I'll display them quickly on the screen here. As you can see, the lineup is kind of similar, just to the top though. Make sure that you vote. The link will be in the description for episode 4, and we will catch you for the next episode. If you aren't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Bye.